Now we're recording. Hey everybody, we are jumping in with ReaperGleam. It is a modernization of ElderGleam, rebuilt for Skyrim AE. So this list kind of replaces ENB with community shaders. We do know that that's a very polarizing discussion there. We're not going to offer opinions. I'm for anything that improves performance, as long as it doesn't look awful. Uh, so this is built on engine fixes and modern SKSE based systems. The modlist emphasizes updated animation behavior, reliable LOD generation, and runtime stability improvements. Expect improved materials and lightings, richer ambient audio, smoother animations, and a modernized UI. So we're going to see if that is the case here. I'm going to go ahead, get it started. I'm using a mouse right now to start until I can know that I am going in um, with my controller. Skip the intro. Yes. So more than likely it's going to put us in our little room to create a character and then probably dump us off in the caves. So we'll see what kind of. Now this is the regular mode. I didn't. There's a performance, an ultra performance, and a next gen mode, I believe. And then so we're just going with the plain simple out of the box mode here. This is kind of what we expected. I'm going to see if my controller works right off the bat. And it does, which is good. It's vibrating like a champ. All right. So, first things first, you know how we roll. Oh my gosh, I like that look already. We're gonna go over here to race. I want to see. Oh my goodness. Okay. And what does the orc look like? And what's my red guard look like? What's my dark elf look like? She looks awesome. Just like that. She looks awesome. But okay, let's go back. Let's look at the presets. I gotta be honest with you. I am liking that one a lot. Let's get rid of that dirt. Oh my gosh. To get rid of the dirt and all of us. Wait a minute. Why do all the off races have to have dirt on them? But then the Nord race is all clean and shiny. Answer that for me. Okay. I don't know if this does anything. And then one thing we should check real quick is presets. There is male, male, female, high poly head. I don't see Nord. Nord. Okay. Just wanted to see. Okay, so we do have more morphs that you can do. Only thing I would do if I'm doing this, I would expand this out. You can see there's a difference in the lower, and then expand this one out too, and you can see already it is making a difference. Me personally, I do want to see some realism kind of there, with that. I do this as well, not over much. And then the one thing I can never help myself with. All right. So we'll just do those. Get ourselves back up here. The only thing I would change, really, from right what I have here, let's bring her in, let's go back to mouth. Oh, shoot. Bring her back in. Go back to mouth. Lip color. All right. And then come back up here. Eyes. All right. Eyeshadow. Eyeliner color. Get rid of that. And then let's see what. Oh gosh, I actually really like that, but we're not going with it. I like this too, though. Actually, just kind of funny. Here, let's fix the color first. All right. I think we're gonna go with that. I like this too. But I'm looking for something in. Ooh, that might be our fallback. What number was that? 74. Okay, how many different ways can you do the bangs here in front? Apparently a lot. Apparently a lot. Okay. And don't get me wrong, I like that too. I think I'm gonna actually keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. Alright. One thing I do, and I don't know why I do this, and it doesn't give you the option, so we're not gonna worry about it. Let's look and see real quick. Another thing I do, which I could have done in the other screen, is right here. Thicken the legs up a little bit. And then it's not here, so I don't see it. There it is. Boom. I don't know why. I just do. I do it every time. All right. I've been on a kick with this name. So we're just gonna stick with that. We left with the hide bar. And again, that's mainly because of our principles and the fact that we just cannot get behind the Stormcloaks and their racist ideology. Oh, goodness. So that's got to go. The animated, what's the names? Come in here. There's too much stuff left behind. Oh. See that right there? That's unacceptable. And so we all can agree to disagree, but we all know what we start the conversation is always about immersion, realism, and whether it's immersive to see your character bend down and pick things up. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, yes, we got to hold down the left bumper in order to open our menu here. Health. All right. See, good. See, I had to lock on before I started getting any kind of effective. Take the scamp skin. It does kind of put a little bit of a monkey. Did you see that? I actually like that little. Look in the lower left-hand corner there. I don't know if that's a picture of what we're facing or us. With that, I don't know if I'm going to try to fight all these guys without saving first. All right. There we go. Alright, so right now, it's kind of a disadvantage to be locked onto just one. Get out of there. So we can sprint. Okay. Then... And then that's the disadvantage of not being locked on. Alright, good. Okay. One last one. We can lock on him. And then we gotta remember to block. Remember that is an option. Nice. Alright. So now the putting of the way of the weapon every time we're looting something, I hate that. I hate that with a passion. You know what I mean? And I don't even understand why we would put that in. Just not something I would, just don't even understand the need for it and why. Because you can do things, we have two hands. You can hold your weapon in one hand and check for stuff with the other. There's absolutely zero need to put your weapon away to scrounge around and stuff. So if that's what your argument would be, it's like, okay, if I'm trying to do something that's very complicated and requires two hands, then yeah, we'll put the weapon away. But digging around in something, no. And then, I mean, really the argument becomes, is it because we're not actually going through the process of skinning and butchering? That's why you have to put your weapon away. But then explain that to me and tell me ahead of time. And then I will probably kind of say, well, I need to be able to toggle that off. I would need to be able to toggle that off. All right, so we're going to go in here. We're going to do some things real quick. So I think we better cut this back real quick until we're comfortable knowing that we have the basics down. Where's my music? All right, music is good. All right. Now it's got to save. So yeah, again, like I said, that just some of these animation things really bug me. And then at some point, I will figure out how to um, stop the whole um, putting your weapon away in order to loot. All right, so that's not it. Mhm. Let's see. And then I can say it's sometimes it can be a little unfortunate when you have to go in constantly and with some of these lists, you know, do this again and again, reset. It's like I don't understand why we keep putting these things back into or adding them to the game when they're just not needed. And again, like I said, right off the bat, it if this is your first time playing a list like this, then yeah, beginner where you can see these things right off the bat. But once you've been playing for a minute, for a while, it just becomes more tedious and annoying to see the animations than immersive. Than, seeing, the immersion that effect that you think you're creating with it there because it isn't. You know what I mean? It is not. Let's see. Got it. See, and again, I got to check everywhere. Let's see. Enable for animals, enable for horses, weather the loop menu opens. Alright. Alright. I really don't know what this is, what it really is doing for us. Um, I wish I knew more because, say, what if this is what's causing us to have to put our weapon away every time we loot something? Now, smooth cam, I end up usually turning that off a lot more than I actually leave it on. Just it gets annoying after a while. Um, but I'm not seeing. I don't see anything else. Yep. All right. We'll figure it out. Okay. Well, we don't see. Look at that. It's just so annoying. That's more annoying than anything. I can't pick up a coin purse with my left hand while the dagger's in the right. That's stupid. All right, we can get out of here. So we'll see what we got here. Now, ElderGleam is one of my favorite lists based on the quality visuals it adds. So I'm very curious now with the shift from ENB um, to community shaders. What is that gonna? What's the impact? So we'll see here what when we get outside here, how things are gonna look for us. These load screens, though, can do without that. I don't even know if it's gonna load. It might just be taking a while. There we go. All right, now that we're out. All right, and that's gonna be secondary.
Looks like he's gone for good this time. But I don't think we should stick around to see if he comes back.
You might be right.
Closest town from here is Riverwood. My uncle's the blacksmith there. I'm sure he'd help you out. It's probably best if we split up. Good luck. I wouldn't have made it without your help today.
All right. But you know what? You're right. It's best if we split up. So why are you waiting for me? Okay, so let's take a look. LB. Let's come back over here. So we got some stuff. So we got some potions of healing. We're gonna favorite those. We got no armor. We did get a sword and a mace. Well, I guess we're gonna go with the mace for now. So the mace is hanging at our hip. All right. Now he's staring at us. Can we climb? There we go. Climb. There you go. All right. I'm looking for AP drain. Now, one of the other things we got here is you're seeing we're getting multiple status bars popping up. Let's see. So I don't know where that one is coming from. Let's see. There should be a way to make it special bar. Not it. Display phantom bars. Able to display lazy bars representing recent change. I'm just going to see if that is what we were seeing. Now, me, I don't like AP drain on sneak. And again, we can sit and argue all day as to why it makes sense. And okay, so that bar is still there. So there wasn't a phantom bar. There we go. See. But we are hungry, so we gotta get some food. We're not gonna find food until we get inside here. Everything has been decimated. You can see at the top of the screen, we got, I'm going to say, cold, hunger, and sleep. So we're going to go back in here and look to see if there's any food. We know there's some bread downstairs. Book. Any experience for reading? Nope. Holds in Skyrim. Nope. Gold. Gold. Also, coming in here should allow us to get us some armor to put on. We got some wine that we might be able to sell. Oh, we took it off. Alright, turn that. So first things first, let's do this. Equip. Equip. Right, get rid of. Right. So for now, we look like an Imperial. I think I like this better. We'll put that on. And I think I'm going to go with that too because it's maybe a little warmer. I'd pick your thing, but I don't have 30. Well, I do, but I don't. Cabbage. I need that other cabbage, please. Because we're about to eat one of those cabbages. Ooh, got some carrots too, some salt. Anybody left here? Alright, we're getting tired too. Come on now. Alright, hold on a sec. That's what we need. We need like Sunheim or something where we can actually tweak. Because a lot of times I turn it down, like with Sunheim, the setting is 10 for each, and I turn them down to 6. So that, yeah, I'll get hungry, but I don't get hungry as often. Let's see if we can switch to first person just so we can actually access stuff. Where are you? So we're going to take the rabbit, take the pheasant, check the wood pile, get some firewood. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do there. We can get more firewood if we want, but we don't want. There's some bread, like I said before. Some bread. Potion, salt. Always use salt. Another healing potion, and then hay. Might as well grab those for right now until we can read them. Then we need, please, thank you. We don't have lootable crates installed, so what that's going to do is not allow us to lootable crates. Oh, but they do have dynamic things. Dynamic things suck. I don't understand the need for it, except for it does eliminate the one thing that I have a problem with, but it doesn't benefit you at all. And what I mean by that is this. So what does dynamic things does? It makes the wood piles, the hay piles, and then crates. It makes them you can interact with them now. You can see it, but it puts clutter in them and nothing worthwhile. And to me, it's like lootable crates actually will put random worthwhile objects into the crates to loot. And then, the argument can be made that it's a little OP. And, someone like myself, I'm like, well, I don't care. You know what I mean? I want to be able to where's my bread? Hopefully that helps. So I want to be able to I want that stuff, right? Because I'm a hoarder and I love looting. So, but I do understand the argument or the hesitance to actually do that. But I still want it, whether it seems fair or not. So yeah, I do get it. Yeah, it makes perfect sense. But again, like I said, I am of the belief. Oh yeah, we need that. Alright, that's gonna be down there. So yeah, I want my loot. I want my cake, you need it too. I want my loot, need it too. So God dang it. There you go. So no, I don't like there we go. Those that please. I think that's everything. Let's go and do this. Alright, so we'll put those on. Gives me another 25 points. We'll put that on and favorite that guy. And right now, we will go with that. Almost forgot the rabbits. Too bad there's not a stove down there. Cook them up. If we wait till we get to our first place. Oop, okay. Yep. And the funny thing is, yes, I know I'm so opinionated on what I like and don't like that I should someday create my list. You know what I mean? Create my list of exactly all the things that I like in a game, or all the things I want my list to be. Because there is no one list that so far that I found that has everything that I want. And none of the things that I don't want. I don't think there is such a list. So what you do is you go out and you find kind of the list that works the best for you. All right, so community shaders as opposed to E and B. This compared to what I remember from ElderGleam, I gotta be honest with you, ElderGleam is way better. Visually right now, from what I'm seeing, ElderGleam is way better. And one of the things you get, or at least I've seen that people are talking about, is, you know, the tendency for things to look kind of washed out. And I think that's kind of what we're seeing here. I don't know where.
Time to end this little game.
So it feels like I'm either overrunning my turn or how to like I feel like I'm not on the road that I'm supposed to be on. That voice we heard is more than likely a hunter. See, like, I felt like this is where we should have ended up coming out of. I should have somehow managed to get back to. Like I took the wrong turn because if I'm not mistaken, if I go down this way, I'm gonna come right. It's gonna put me right into. It's like I took the right turn. I took a right when I should have went left. And I don't remember that actually happening. But right now we're on our way down in the Riverwood. And I'm not sure how did I go left. I'm sorry, go right and end up down that road. But here's Riverwood. So somehow I just totally went the wrong way. All right, one of the things I got to do too is see if I can get in there and do that all with one hand while I'm holding the controller with the other. I can loot with the blade in one hand and using my offhand
Keep your voice down.
to pull stuff out of.
But we should go inside to talk.
What's going on? And who's this?
She's a friend. Saved my life, in fact. Come on, I'll explain everything, but we need to go inside.
Okay, come inside then. Sigrid will get you something to eat, and you can tell me all about it.
A dragon! I saw a dragon!
What? What is it now, Mother?
It was as big as the mountain and black as night. It flew right over the barrel.
Dragons now, is it? Please, Mother.
And then what I just did was I have bandoliers and pouches mod. I added that. And what that one does, and again, it could be considered OP or cheaty. I don't care. But now it gives me a back left pouch that has 50 carry weight instead of that being chintzy 25. And then I can eventually replace this with 50 as well. So
If you keep on like this, everyone in town will think you're crazy. And I've got better things to do than listen to more of your fantasies.
let's get in here. Hey Sigrid, how you looking?
Sigrid,
oh, look at it. Got
we
the
have
little
company.
Sigrid doesn't want to be seen yet.
Hadvar, we've been so worried about you. Come, you two must be hungry. Sit down and I'll get you
I
something to
am,
eat.
but I think I want to use your cooking pot real
Now
quick.
then, boy. What's the big mystery?
I don't like
What are
the
you doing
font
here looking like you lost an argument
Doesn't
in a
look good
cave
to me.
there?
We'll take
I
that
don't
out.
know where to stop. You know I was assigned to General Tullius'
There we
escort.
go.
We were stopped in Helgen when we were attacked by a dragon.
A dragon? That's ridiculous. You aren't drunk, are you, boy?
Right?
Husband, let him tell his story.
Not much more to tell. This dragon flew over and just wrecked the whole place. Mass confusion. I don't know if anyone else got out alive. I doubt I'd made it out myself if not for my friend here.
Oh, I didn't.
I
do
need to
much.
get back to Solitude and let them know what's happened. I thought you could help us out. Food, supplies, a place to
Sigrid
stay.
needs a bath. She needs to wash her
Of
face.
course. Any friend of Hadvar's is a friend of mine.
Either that or
Glad
Alvar's
to
a
help
little
however I can.
too heavy-handed.
Like I said, I'm glad to help in any
It
way
better
I
be
can.
dirt, not bruises.
But I need your help. We need your help.
All right. Hold on.
The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose.
Okay.
Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever soldiers he can.
Okay.
If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt.
Well, how do I get to Whiterun from here?
Cross the river and then head north. You'll see it just past the falls. When you get to Whiterun, just keep going up. When you get to the top of the hill, you're at Dragon's Reach, the Jarl's palace.
All right. And then what can you tell me about the Jarl?
Jarl Balgruuf, he rules Whiterun Hold. A good man, perhaps a bit overcautious, but these are dangerous times. So far, he's managed to stay out of the war. I'm afraid it can't last, though.
And which side does he favor?
I don't think he likes either Ulfric or Elisif much. Who can blame him? But I've no doubt he'll prove loyal to the Empire in the end. He's no traitor.
Wait, who's Ellison?
Ah, I forget you're new to Skyrim. Jarl Elisif, I should say.
Okay.
Although only because she was married to Jarl Torrig, when he was murdered. Ulfric murdered Torig, you know. Walked right into his palace in Solitude and killed him. Shouted him to death, if you believe the stories. That's what started this whole war. The Empire couldn't ignore that. Once the Jarls start killing each other, we're back to the bad old days.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Aye.
Did you really see a dragon? What did it look like? Did it have big teeth?
Well, I'd
Don't
better
pester
get
your
back to
cousin.
work.
Yeah, you do
two
that.
Make
I'm
yourselves
gonna.
at home.
I'm making myself at home. Hey, you got. How did you get salmon and we got stuck with bread and cheese?
Can I help you?
It's nice to be back in a friendly spot, huh?
Do you want to help me?
Listen, I'm going to lay up here for a while. You can make your own way to Solitude from here. I'd recommend heading to Whiterun, just down the road from here. From there you can take a carriage to Solitude.
Here, let's so we can see what we're doing. That one's being stubborn as all get up. All right, let me get that egg over there, bro. All right, how about that salmon steak? Yes. The potato. I'll take the potato too. All right, you go ahead and cook. I'm gonna come down here and then I'm gonna cook. All right, that's a bit annoying. All right, there we go. Ooh, that's not stealing. That's a pretty nice touch. I like that. What was that? Barrel of food with no food. We'll take the trolls back. Don't know that it actually does anything, but I'll take that bread too. Hey, no bread is safe with us around. All right, so let's get in here and let's see. That one adds sent. Ooh, nice. All right. So there we are.
Make yourself at home.
Oh, thank you. I have been. Where's that current coin first? Gold. All right.
Listen, you should go to Solitude and join up with the Imperial Legion. We could really use someone like you. And if the rebels have themselves a dragon, General Tullius is the only one who can stop them.
All right, we'll think about it. What time is it? 3:58 p.m. Let's see
Well,
what
one of us has to do something.
Mila looks like.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics,
Oh.
no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, a customer. Sorry you had to hear that.
No worries. I wanted to.
Maybe
talk
you could talk some sense into my pig-headed brother.
I rather. Oh God, where'd you go? I'd rather talk to you.
You're not from around here. That makes two of us.
Well, then we should stick together, get to know each other. All right, we're gonna do a little bit more cooking, or maybe not. Real fleeks. Mm-hmm. Hey.
I don't know. The Riverwood Trader is everything you need in a general store.
Well, I appreciate that. Here, what do you got?
A bit of this and a bit of that.
Okay. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, and a little bit of that. Those are cool, but all right, minor healing. You don't have a whole lot. Do you have a cure disease? Just in case. Do I not have enough money? Or you're just not selling it to me? Oh, I don't have enough gold. Oh, where's my... Wait. I'm looking at 2 piles of gold here. I'm looking at the wrong value. I'm looking at magic or mag. And I see 100, so I'm thinking it's 100 gold. It is 245 gold. So let's get to selling some stuff that we no longer need that might improve our chances of actually buying something here today. All right. And then, man, it's half our gold right there. We can't, not yet. Not yet. We can't do it. It would be unreasonable. All right. So, hey, did something happen?
Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in, but we still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament, solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw.
You know, I could probably help you get that back.
You could?
Yeah.
I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back. Now, if you're going to get those thieves, you should head to Bleak Falls Barrow, northwest of town.
So this is your plan, Lucan?
Yes. So now you don't have to go, do you?
Oh, really? Well, I think your new helper here needs a guide.
Well, no, by the 8, fine. But only to the edge of town.
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Did she already depart on us? She about to. She about to. Uh-oh. I can't get out of first person.
We have to go through town and across the bridge to get to Bleak Falls Barrow. You can see it from here, though. The mountain just over the buildings. Those thieves must be mad hiding out there. Those old crypts are filled with nothing but traps, trolls, and who knows what else.
Right, right.
Good dog.
I wonder why they only stole Lucan's golden claw. I mean, we have plenty of things in the shop that are worth just as much coin. Lucan found the claw about a year after he opened the store. He never quite explained where he got it. He's a tricky one.
He's a tricksy one, that one. Very jittery.
This is the bridge out of town. The path up the mountain to the northwest leads to Bleak Falls Barrow. I guess I should get back to my brother. He'll throw a fit if I take too long. Such a child.
Gotcha. All right, well, hey.
Mara bless you for agreeing to help us.
Oh, no problem. How much further do I have to go, though?
Well, it's a winding road up the mountain just ahead.
Uh-huh.
You'll know you're in the right place once you spot the old watchtower. Once you get to the tower, head north. Bleak Falls Barrow should be just around the corner further up.
Okay.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Lucan
Thank
and
you.
I will be waiting for you back in the shop.
All right, I'll come visit. As soon as I figure out how to get out of first person. Where is immersive? Yep. There you go. I have 13 healing potions? Do I really? Alright, we'll get in here. We'll do some alchemy and get a nap. I think we're both hungry.
Orgnar.
And tired.
Orgnar, are you listening?
Hard not to.
The ale is going bad. We need to get a new batch.
Alright, so this one is very important.
Did you hear me?
Then, you see that?
Yep, ale's going bad.
I guess you don't have potatoes in your ears after all. Just make sure we get a fresh batch in soon.
We have anything.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything. Or take a seat by the there and I'll send someone over.
Charred skeever hide would have been the thing to use. But I'm curious. Oh, look at that. Oh, hey, Delphine.
You're that visitor been poking around.
Kind of. You heard any rumors?
They say a dragon attacked Helgen. Sounds like hogwash to me.
Yeah, me too. Really. I like to rent a room, though.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
All right. Will you be sharing that room with me? Okay, it might be forward of me to ask that. Just saying. Just saying, I wouldn't say no. What I want to do is we're going to sleep till about 10. Then we're going to do the one thing you shouldn't do is we're going to get up and we're actually going to eat something. I'm still peckish. I'm going to eat a raw turnip. Hopefully that helped a little bit. Don't want to eat too heavy before going to bed. Okay, that could be faster. I awaken feeling well rested, but we have some issues hunger-wise. Alright, so we're going to have some bread, we're going to have some stew, and then an apple to top things off. We are still slightly. That didn't do us any good. Well, I guess we're doing better than we were. Alright. We got some wolves to tend with. To attend to. Oh, I hate that so bad. I hate that so much. Come on. Whoa. Uh-oh. What's that? All the way across the way. Ow. Did I not fire? There you go. Oh my gosh. What was that? Alright. Fine. Fine. Is that how you want to do it? Are we freezing as we went across? We were not, but we gotta go check that out. Who are you? Female serpent berserker. Alright, we'll get that. Oh, and you have a palmer sword. Can we? Oh. And an arrow. Okay, if we gotta deal with those now. She was hitting us with something. Okay. Alright. I understand. Alright. This choppiness for the birds. We're not in combat, so do we have regen outside of combat? Where's the other one? And he had a silver ring in his belly, I guess. A little chilly. Alright, I don't know what a purple monarch is going to do for us. We do know that the monarch butterflies, regular ones, gives us the butterfly wings. And then we can mix that with Blue Mountain Flower. And make a healing potion. Are you serious? I don't even want to talk to her. I really hate that interaction there. It's like, don't even bother me. If we can't get in there, don't come over and belittle me because we didn't make it there in time. That's just stupid. Blue. Never have enough Blue Mountain Flower. I don't know that I picked up anything on the way here. extra.
Blackskins there. If the river is not frozen to ice, perhaps.
Alright, let's see. We're probably gonna get stopped. Let him know that Whiterun calls raid.
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about.
Not Whiterun.
Official
Riverwood.
business only. Riverwood's in danger too.
Yeah.
You better go on in. You'll find the Jarl in Dragon's Reach at the top of the hill.
Roger that. Thank you. Of course, that may not be our first target. I do like the unit.
Say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here. We'll be ready.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the
They
job,
can.
but don't expect a miracle.
That's magic. Yeah, that ain't. That is the map. Start is that. What button is it? That's our quick. Oh, nope. All right, I'm trying to get the menu up. See. There it is. The left bumper and I guess back. Oh, and then to see what do we got here. So let's see what we got.
Got some. I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in Whiterun. Yorland Greymane's got that honor. Man's steel is legendary.
Okay.
All I ask is a fair chance.
You work the forge all day?
Aye, that I do. I've got to if I hope to be as good as Yorland Greymane someday. In fact, I just finished my best piece of work. It's a sword. I made it for the Jarl, Balgruf the Greater. It's a surprise. I don't even know if he'll accept it, but... Listen, could you take the sword to my father, Proventus Avenici? He's the Jarl's steward. He'll know the right time to present it to him.
Okay, I can do that for you.
Thanks. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Wait a minute. Was I able to melt anything down? Yes, I was.
Have you met my father? He's
No,
a
not
steward
yet.
up at Dragon's Reach.
Yeah, you told me that. Oh, I need steel for that.
Not too shabby. Apprentice level work, but solid. Keep at it.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, I know. I have an unhealthy obsession with Blue Mountain flower. How much gold do I have? Because the question becomes, do I want to spend it all in one place? I'm looking to see if there's a thieves' cache around here somewhere. There is not.
I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade. I need more experience if I'm going to run an inn someday.
See, right now, I either have enough to hire Janessa or
Got something for just about
no.
everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions.
If I hire Janessa, we can't afford an inn.
Blade and shadow, silence and death. I am an artisan, painting in strokes of blood red upon the canvas of life. But yes, I will take coin to fight at your side. After all, where is the value in creating art if there is nobody left alive to see it?
True that. True that. Let's do
I'll
it.
be happy to assist
You have
if
chosen
you'd like to
wisely.
purchase something.
Lead on, and I shall follow.
Okay.
All right, then.
So now we have Janessa.
I ain't done nothing.
Where are you?
A few seconds for myself is all I ask.
Bottles for sale. All crafted by the best blacksmith in Skyrim.
These fruits and vegetables are disappointing, Carlotta.
Don't get too far ahead.
Don't get too far ahead. Well, why don't you try keeping up? There you are. Right, I think we have, what, 9 gold now?
Friggins I can handle. This talk of dragons? What?
We'll go in here.
My lord, please. What would you have me do?
You have to listen.
Nothing?
My lord, please. This is no time for rash action. I just think we need more information.
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgrup is not receiving visitors.
Who's this then?
Well, Alvar sent me. Riverwood is in danger.
As House Carl, my job is to deal with all dangers that threaten the Jarl or his people. So you have my attention. Now explain yourself.
You just gonna let Janessa walk right on by you and you're gonna hold me up? Dragon. It destroyed Helgen.
You know about Helgen? The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
You have an assassin right behind you. About to kill the Jarl. Is this a dark elf thing? You just let her by? Janessa? Janessa? Wow. She just disappeared.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes?
I did. Kind of. Yeah, they were about to execute Ulfric. Then the dragon appeared.
I should have guessed Ulfric would be mixed up in this. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
The Jarl of Falkreath will view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
Yeah, why don't you do that, bro?
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative.
Well, not
You've
really.
done Whiterun
Alvar asked
service,
me to do that.
And I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for
Kinda
someone
pushing our
of
luck.
your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
All right. As soon as I find my assassin, my court assassin.
I serve Jarl Balgrup as steward.
Well, I got a
From Adrian?
sword. Yeah.
Ah, this must be that weapon for the Jarl. Poor girl. So eager to prove herself. I'll present it to Balgrup when his mood is agreeable.
Roger that.
Thank you. Please, take these few coins for services rendered.
Hey, they'll help me get a room. All right, man. Peace.
Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
Another wanderer, here to lick my father's boots. Good job.
Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill her in with all the details.
Yeah,
so the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
All right, where I'm going, what I'm gonna fetch.
Straight to the point, eh?
Yeah.
No need for tedious hows and whys. I like that. Leave those details to your betters, am I
There's
right?
no such thing as my betters.
I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself.
All right, sounds good.
You know, if you've got the aptitude,
priority now.
you should join the Mages College in Winterhold.
Dragon or dragons. We need it quickly, before it's too late.
Of course, Jarl Balgrup. You seem to have found an able assistant. I'm sure she will prove most useful.
Succeeded. Yes, and you'll be rewarded. White and will be in your debt.
Since we have so many, we can test things out. I don't know what this one does, so we're gonna need to test this one. Okay, I want that. Okay.
Oh, I thought you were already on your way to Bleak Falls Barrow.
Hey, get up off my back, bro. I said I'd help you. Alright, we're gonna take that. That should open up a quest for us. Mm-hmm. Now, see that we can actually pick up things because we are friends now. We are friends of the crowd. So that really helps us over here. Excuse me. Thank you. I don't mind if I do. I don't mind if I do. I didn't want the bowl, but didn't want the plate either. What am I going to do with this pumpkin? Right. Whoa. What's over here? Take gold. Take fine clothes. Elder cheese. Wedge. Book. More cheese. Salt.
My lord, our provisions are running dangerously low.
Oh, that's
our
what I keep
stores
taking.
of meat, wine, and grain are all but depleted.
Purchase more supplies, then. That's your job as steward, isn't it? Why do you trouble me with these details?
My lord, since Ulfric's Stormcloak's uprising, the cost of goods has doubled. I'll need more coin if I'm to provision us properly.
Yeah, I need more coin too.
Nearly empty. I can scarcely afford to pay the guards, and we need every one of them in these troubled times. You'll have to make do with what we have, Proventus.
Yes, my lord.
That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this. Alright, let's get rid of this clutter. Oh, where did we get this from? The crates are going to have nothing in them. The barrels, some apples, the wardrobe, and then the sacks. Ooh, some more apples. That's it. Alright, so we've let it run long enough, and it's truly gotten on my nerves. Boom. See, I like that better. I mean, They just since we don't actually have anything selected yet, let me see what this looks like. It's not bad, not great either. But we do have to eventually pick which way we want to go. If I'm not mistaken, where's our... Alright, smithing's at 20. It's 15. Light armor's 15. So it doesn't matter which way we go. Whoa. Whoopsie daisy. Uh-huh. We're gonna be all rusted up.
I know your family's honor is important to you, but we can't afford it.
It took me weeks to find that thieves' den. I can't stop now, and I can't get the sword on my own.
So you're willing to starve your wife and daughter to reclaim some rusty old sword?
I just need to hire one, maybe two good men. You won't starve.
I'll put it plainly. You can claim your sword, or you can keep your wife. If you set foot outside that gate, I won't be here when you return.
Sounds like a threat.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
Well, not really, but what are you two arguing about?
My Sapphire doesn't like that I've been spending so much time looking for my father's old sword. He fed his entire family with the gold he made using that weapon. I'm not about to let it gather dust in some thief's trophy room.
I see. You need some help?
I tracked it to a group of bandits nearby, but I'm no fool. I'd need the Whiterun guards or maybe hire the companions to get it. I don't know why I'm saying this, but if you find it out in your travels, I'd be grateful to you.
All right, you're not from Skyrim, are you?
Ha! And neither are you, eh? Good to see another Red Guard. I'd like to think we bring a little heat to this frozen wasteland.
Show enough. All right.
If you find that sword... Saphir! Wait, I
spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade. I need more experience if I'm going to run an inn someday.
The Jarl has finally agreed to send you back to ReaperGleam.
Yes, Housecarl. We'll leave immediately. It's just us against the dragon. Is that it?
I can't afford to send anyone else. And we don't know where the dragon is. Your main job will be to keep an eye out and get the...
All right, so trying to think, what do we want to do? Are we alone? I can't remember. I don't know how I forgot this quickly. We're not alone because I see her picture right there. She doesn't look exactly the same in a picture as she does right there, and everything's very jittery. And that's making for very complicated.
Come to chat with an old woman, Do your good deed for the day.
I'm going to switch to first person real quick here. Let's see what that does. See? It smooths things out. That's not ideal. I mean, when we get to Bleak Falls Barrow, we're gonna have to. Not gonna have to, but we really should go to first person for, combat and everything like that. Sneaking. that. Yeah, I don't, yeah, we haven't taken any actual perks yet. So for me, that would be a huge knock against the
Thinking of
list.
settling in? There's a house for sale. Breeze Hall. You should talk to the steward up in the keep.
I'll think about it. But for me, it's like, and it's kind of like how Requiem does their thing. I don't think they give you enough points. I don't think 3 is a good starting point.
Why are we even going
I would go with 6. So twice that, I think, is a good starting point. And then simply because your character is supposed to have some skill. Some skill. And 6 skill points to start isn't a significant amount. It's not a huge amount. And then so for me, that would be the smart way to do things. So I'm kind of in that boat of not having, I think it starts you out. Oh God, I really hate that. I really do hate that. Seriously, that right there is gonna make. Gotta put stuff away. Pick that. Pull stuff back up. And because of where we're going, and I can't remember if we actually, yeah, we did. So we already took these guys out, but the fact that we have to keep putting our weapon away to loot or pick anything, I just really find it completely. It's up there. It's up there as one of the stupidest mechanics you can add to the game. I don't know what they were doing over there, but those are the guards that the Jarl sent to try and help protect Riverwood. So down in the bottom left, you see these extra bars there. I don't like them, and for sure I would get rid of them if I could figure out exactly where they are. And then what it really feels like is you've got 2 sets of status bars. So you have the vanilla set behind it, behind it. And then in front, you have the visual picture of your character with the yellow experience bar there. Then you got I really got to say, the stupid looking red, blue, and green bars right in front there. And then even the status icons at the top. It looks like, the fire one is over top of another one. They're like superimposed over what the base ones would be. So it's like it's trying to put 2 sets of bars there instead of just going with 1, and that's terrible. That is actually pretty piss poor. So not overly, and then see here, what we would have to do is put our weapon away and then loot. And so again, for me, having to put your weapon away every time you loot something, that's piss poor. That just is god awful. The status bar thing there, it's like figure it out. Figure out which one is supposed to be there and get rid of the other. And I, for the life of me, I can't tell you. I don't know. Let's see. So here, I would enable to display lazy bars. I don't want that. Special bars control not taken. Special bars are not controlled by any plugin, so there's nothing we can do there. Player widget. I would let me hit that and see what that does. That absolutely did nothing. And then let's see. Is there more HUD? Okay, under more HUD. Display target. Okay, visible, always visible. I'm just going to take that away for a minute and see what happens. That didn't change anything. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is set that back. And then let's see. I don't know. Did I turn that back on? I don't remember turning that on. Hide vanilla bars. I'm going to come back to this after I see what this looks like. All right. Then I'm going to come back and we're just going to do one more thing. And then we're just going to say F it. All right. And know for a fact that okay. So I think what we managed to do is we managed to load just the one, but I don't believe that to be the case. I really don't. Because if we still look back behind there, we see that red bar there. I don't know what the red bar is, right? And we see there's something faint behind our character portrait too. And then we still see the double imposed, right there. You can see the yellow over top of the armor. So basically the fire, if we really think about it this way, you see the orange where the fire and then the blue and everything, those seem to be offset to where the white of the fire 0% and the 10% for the cold and then 75 for the armor. You see where, so it's like there's two of them and one is offset of the other on top there. We don't see all of the bars behind the red, blue, and green status bars, but that doesn't mean they're not there. And the reason why I'm kind of uncomfortable with it is it's dynamic, so the red one's the only one showing. As soon as we do something, to I don't like block being on it. So you can see the green is now there. So they're dynamic in the back. So one of the things, I guess what we could do is, and then here's the thing, I'd rather not see the stupid looking new ones and just see the traditional ones. So if I'm really looking at it there, I'd say load me the vanilla. I want always. It says here hide vanilla bars, force hide vanilla bars. Let's just see. And again, we're still seeing the old stuff. So we're not really doing any. And then look over here. So we got bars over on the right, got bars on the left of us. Here we are. Back in the saddle again. All right, so one last thing. So what I'm going to do is come in here. We're going to load the combined style. And then I'm going to say here, never shot indicator together, right? And possibly now we've managed to get rid of at least the bars, right? But the status ones is still, we're still seeing two sets of those. And the fact that we have to fight to not see that, right? And try to figure it out, that's poor. That's really poor. So there's a lot to be desired. I think the other thing too that we're also seeing here that's becoming kind of evident is the community shaders. That's not the way we want to go. Also, in this one, I think I would be going performance for sure, because right now it's not, yeah. It's very jittery. You can see it's stuttering a lot. So we'd want to really look into our performance here. And then let me switch. Now, I will say this. You got quite a bit to learn with the controller too. I'm using a controller, so there's a significant amount to. Oh, I missed. I don't know if I'm shooting over their head. And missing every shot. Whoa! Oh my goodness!
I'll see you burn. It'll be so much easier to rob when you're dead.
Stop moving! Go get him, Janessa. She, holy cow, she smacked the crap out of that one guy. Do I even need to do anything? Alright, let's go. Put your stuff away in order to loot. You gotta put your stuff away. Yeah, these community shaders look awful. Take that too. Yeah, this washed out, bleached out effect. That's the community shaders for sure. You know, it looks god awful. And I'm not one to really diss the community shaders, because I'm all for anything that's gonna increase or make the performance better. But as far as we know, and as far as what I'm hearing, a lot of the problems or issues with it is how it washes out the, what we see here, what we're looking at right there. So it washes out the terrain, and that's not optimal. So those are some aggressive hip mechanics, though. stuff. So right now, and then I don't like dynamic. I don't really care for dynamic. Status bars. I'll leave it, but I don't care for it. Really, I want the status bars there all the time, you know. So I want to see my health, mana, and stamina all the time. I want to just appear when something's changing. I'm not I don't have that issue that most people do with, what do you call it? I don't have an issue with too much stuff on the HUD. I mean, and then don't get me wrong, because there are situations and opportunities that could cause your HUD to be just too over cluttered. Yes, but right now this is just fine. I mean, I don't have major issues with it. This washed out look here, though, yeah, that's unacceptable. It almost makes me want to try the performance mode, because there are 4 different modes. So profiles. So try the performance profile with the E and B. Now, I can't remember if stamina drain, AP drain was a thing with sneaking, and I turned it off. Because I want to say I can appreciate the no stamina drain while sneaking. Now, interesting enough, there's no stamina drain holding the bow. And I don't like how inaccurate. It really feels very...
I fought worse than you.
Oh my gosh! That was the best 500 gold I've ever spent. Holy cow, she is... That... Oh my gosh, she is indeed a complete artisan. And you can see, I haven't figured out... Do not shoot her. Alright, I don't think I'm shooting high enough. I'm gonna shoot higher. I think that was a hit. Finally. You see how high I have to shoot? Oh my god. That guy did not... I mean, holy cow. She... Oh my goodness. Here, let's take that out. Take the iron arrow. Everything's so... She scares me. She really scares me. Remind me not to make her... Did you see that jump thrust? Double swipe beheading? She came in. She just came in, jumped in, double swipe, beheaded the guy just like that. Like the head came clean off. And I'm sitting there like, oh my goodness. This is who we got fighting with us. Okay, I didn't do that. She took his arm off. That is absolutely insane. Okay, yes, I know. There's his other hand. There's his hand. She is just cutting pieces of... Oh my goodness, left and right. She's just... decapitating folks, dismembering folks. Oh my goodness. All right. So, I've never been a fan of AP drain while sneaking. And my main reason for not being a fan of it is because the calculation, in my opinion, is wrong. Not that it shouldn't happen. The calculation for AP drain while sneaking is basically the same calculation and the same drain it feels to me like as just sprinting or whatever. And that should not be the case. Also, I think there should be a mechanic there that as I get better at sneaking, the drain is even less. As our legs become more conditioned and stronger, and we are able to sneak for longer periods. Come on around, come around. There you go. Whoa! Oh, we were still sneaking. Okay. So, put the weapon away. Like that. I will never like that. Our weight is getting very close. Take that for a minute, and then see where we're at. Let's see, do I have it? All right. Now, I believe it's charged skeever hide that we can use to make a healing potion. Well, we'll take the tails.
Someone there?
I mean, you just got shot in the back.
Time to end this little trouble.
Whoa, what's this? Another bandit? Two? Nope, it's 122. Dang it. Alright. So, 1. 2. No, I don't like this. I don't like that little thing there. 'Cause I don't need to see it. I don't. When you've done this enough, you're like, it just doesn't need to be there. Need to be there. Okay. Seems to be way windier.
I'll see you burn.
Is someone coming? Is that you, Hafnir? Bjorn? Soling? I know I ran ahead with the claw, but I need help. No, not again! Help! Get it away from me! Get it away! Don't let it get me! Help!
Get him. Get it.
Keep it away from me!
She is OP.
Get me down! Get me out of here!
Alright, I think we're gonna be encumbered here soon.
Get me down! Get me down!
Right there.
Don't leave me for RK's sake!
Let's see. Alright. Let's look at our weights. Alright. That weighs a lot. We got a steel warhammer and battle axe. A Falmer sword that is picking up. It weighs a lot, not worth a lot. You have an imperial sword and a steel sword. The steel sword is worth more than the imperials. We have a hunting bow, which does. I'm gonna go with the hunting bow because I've. Alright. Then we'll use that. Ready to hide. Where are we at?
Help me out of here! Don't leave me for RK's sake! Get me down! Get me down! Help me! Help! Get me down! Get me down!
3 shots to do it.
It's coming loose. I can feel it.
Or 4. Oops. I guess it was 3. I got a little overzealous with my shooting, right? Right, well, that's my sword.
Trouble is in the air here.
Yes, it is. Still not accounting for the drop. See Still not accounting. More. This guy. Gotta count for the drop. I don't know what happened there. See, not accounting for and then his buddy's gonna come check him out. Female undead. God dang it. Janessa, do something. Ow! Come on, Janessa. Finally. Holy cow. Ancient Auger armor. Let's see what this stuff is. Alright. Let's look here. Alright. Ancient Draugr, light armor, 33, 32. Date of Truth. Stormcloak. And this one isn't as warm as the fur. Okay, hold on. Oh, we look way better. Way better. These arrows. A corpse's ear. What? What was it? Oh, that one. Gold. Alright. And then more gold. We will always take the gold. More gold. Thank you very much. Alright, let's get up out of here. Ancient Nord Greatsword. Alright, count for the drop. Or not. There you go. Right between the legs. Nice. That was a Draugr mage. Be careful. That was a warlock. What we do know, right there, out for the drop. What was it right there? Go. Am I like hitting some invisible wall or something? Janessa! It does me no good if you're not even gonna try to help out. Especially as good as you are. At least I don't have to get this. Alright, let's try count for the drop. I think there's still another one. Unless I got one right there. Gold. What you got? That. You get a bone charm. I don't know if I don't know what that bone charm is going to do for me. Ancient Nord bow. Okay. But we're gonna alright. Ow. Ow. Save Vanessa at least. Nice. Just got it. Now, a lot of that is I know where they're supposed to be, so I'm prepared to shoot in a certain direction right away. Having been through this so many times. So what we're doing is, excuse me, looting along the way. Arrow to the knee. I'm going to take this. I know it's going to over encumber me for a minute. And I'm going to take it.
We're one of the same kind, if that is what you wish.
I do. And then we'll find out. Oh, I should give her. I don't think she's going to use it, but I'll give her that. I'll give her one of those. But I'm going to give her. Oh. One of these. See, she switches up right away. And I don't know what this is. But I'm going to wear it too because it gives me more armor. All right. Yeah.
Let's go.
Dang it. I guess we have to sleep. We get 20 arrows. Arrows left. I missed her. Those things aren't traveling that fast with that much velocity to them.
Trouble is in the air here.
It sure is. Oh shoot, get out of here, get out of here. Get your weapon. Where'd she go? Where did she go? Where the heck did she go? There's my iron arrow. There it is. Alright, we'll take that. Nothing else we can take. Oh, we're gonna take right here, it says just one, but it says pair. So we're gonna switch. And then what it does is, you see, now we have a pair of leggings. Maybe I'm just hearing nothing, or what I think I was hearing, but not really hearing. And this one should be 2, 2, 2. 1. 1. Make it the middle ring 2. They do the top ring. Oh, it's top ring. Bottom ring. And these are the only ones that I remember. Oh no, I hit the wrong button. Right. I don't actually even know what to expect in here.
Damn, that's quite a sight.
Janessa, you are bad. You are badassery. Oh, look at this one. Sanguinary cleaver. I don't have enough room for you. I'm going to take the bone charm. And then we're going to slowly get over here to this guy. And then I'm going to see. All right. You know what? I know this is a lot of money I'm putting away. All right. So this cleaver Does 17. This is 19. So it's not even that great. Steel sword, staff the familiar. We're still over. Ancient tome. Hey, explains how to draw magic from bone charms. We just took one. We passed up on one before. I don't know if I really want to go back to try to get it. God dang it, I don't know where I'm going. Did I not make it all the way back? I did not. There it is. That's what I was going. Explorers. Thank you very much. Nice.
Few would dare to trespass in these ruins, but you lack in wisdom. You make up for in courage.
Well, thank you. Thank you. And then I don't know what you mean by a lack in wisdom. I was smart enough to get you and bring you along. And in my opinion, you are the best thing going. All right. Yeah, we gotta lighten the load. Don't want to get rid of that. Didn't want to get rid of that either. I think we look quite fetching. I really like our gear. Gold. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, we made it. Aren't we a pair? In our fetching little outfits. They're a little risque. They are a little risque, and I don't mind. I'm here for it. I do think I'll probably, though, I do want to check it right now. I want to check. All right, let's switch to the fur boots. I just want to see what it sounds like. It has more of a metallic sound to it with the other boots. What the frick, man? shot off. Did you take her? Holy cow. What the frick was that? Alright, so that bear wasn't real. It was conjured. You okay? A dryad? What the frick, man? Seriously? That is the first time. No! What are you doing? That was my bad. That's not what I was trying to do. I kind of want to stay along the shore. And I kind of want to swim over to the camp. The hunter's camp over here. And then go that route. Back to Riverwood. Did we get the Dragonstone? I don't recall getting the Dragonstone. Do you? That's not what I want. I want this. Alright. There's the golden claw. We did get the Dragonstone. Never mind. I didn't remember getting it. Swim. Remember, we went the wrong way, so we never got past here. Might as well start getting extra benefit for all the warrior stuff that we're doing. Also means we got some wolves to contend with. Hear it. I just don't want it coming down, attacking me from behind. Even though we do have Janessa. A lot of stuttering. Oh, hey, what are you doing all the way out here, Dorothy? could, but we're not gonna make much grilled leaf. That's about it. Okay. And truthfully, we are kind of hungry. What do we got to eat? Oh, we got some stuff. Well, they didn't really sate our appetite at all, did it? Okay. No. I mean, I like our new outfits. But other than that, I mean, there's a lot of potential here. And there's a lot of things to like about it, right? And it's just, there's also a lot of annoying pieces to it, right? The whole putting your weapon away to loot anything, that's annoying. Just there's some mechanics here that just really, it's like, really, do we really need that? Do you really need it to be that way? And does it really? So I'm not, as much as I like ElderGleam, right? This rendition or version of it isn't as appealing to me, or isn't knocking my socks off like ElderGleam does, right? One, the community shaders and the washed out look, and doesn't set right with me. The stuttering, that doesn't bode well. There's a lot of, but I said, there is a lot of things to take away and to enjoy about it, right? It's just right now, I just find myself, kind of frustrated and just annoyed. I'm not gonna say constantly, but consistently enough that there's these annoying moments that pop up, and they're popping up more than you'd like them to. And I think that's where kind of some of the issue comes into play. The status bar and the issues there, and again, like I said, I personally would prefer it if we started kind of, and then I think I would prefer this with every single mod list, is you'd start with 3 to 6 skill points to distribute as you see fit, or ask me what my class is and whatever, and start me off with the applicable point into each of the major skills for that class, right? So do one or the other, but right now, I mean, we are now level 1, so we can do things. I do find it kind of interesting. Now you can see with the status bar, the other one, the one that was offset, duplicate that was offset, is now gone, and so we just have one. Not sure how I got rid of that or why that went away. And I mean, there are a lot of, like I said, there's so many cool things about it. It's just, I don't know that we didn't just add too much to ElderGleam. This particular iteration of ElderGleam, it just adds way more than it needs to, and that's kind of taking away or detracting away for how cool and great ElderGleam is. So right now, I'm kind of so-so on it, really so-so. Nah, So that's where we stand, and guys, I'm gonna leave it there. So once again, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll check you out next time. Peace.